Welcome to this Friday's edition of Outside the Ropes. I'm your host of Outside the Ropes as always, in the studio, on my own again with no Tony again. That guy needs to be sorted out. Matthew Moore in the studio here today as always. I hope you're all having a great Friday. It's the last show in the week. I obviously want to thank you all for tuning in every day this week. Thank you very much for your comments and obviously for your emails and tweets and Facebook messages and comments and pigeon mail and snail mail and messages in a bottle, whatever you want to call it. Thanks for getting in touch with the studio this week on Outside the Ropes. If it's the first time you've tuned in, hello and good evening or good afternoon or whatever time of the day it is you're listening to us. Thank you very much for tuning in. We're going to talk about the last 24 hours of the world of professional wrestling. Big thank you to everybody for sending in your topics and questions for today. We're going to try and get through a couple of them if we can, because we're on very limited time for today. On today's show, we've got more news coming off the tail of NXT this past Wednesday night. SmackDown last night. We've got a couple of comments coming in from SmackDown. Also, some news regarding NXT tapings last night at Full Sail University on a return of two former WWE stars. Our Twitter's been going quite busy enough today, and we've had a few emails regarding it as well. We've got some news regarding Alex Riley, and also some former big name stars in WWE tweeting out and again talking about NXT this past Wednesday night. It seemed to be getting more of attention than what SmackDown did this past week, and obviously Raw as well. But before we get into more of the discussion on the last 24 hours of wrestling, again, I want to give a shout out to our friends and partners of the show, Wrestling's Pass. Guys, if you haven't checked it out yet, you have to get onto their website, wrestlingspass.blogspot.co.uk, and on Twitter at Wrestling's Past. If you're historians of wrestling, they are the people to go and see. Wrestling's Past. Get on there and have a look and read back on some of the old stories of wrestling, and also go and have a look at the old archive photographs and much, much more. So, anyway, guys, the last 24 hours has been, well, quiet-ish, should I say. Quiet-ish in the world of wrestling. NXT is still on the lips of everybody at the moment. They're all still talking about the show this past Wednesday night on the WWE Network. Everybody seems to be talking about which I did say on yesterday's podcast, the match of the show, which was Adrian Neville against Fergal Devitt or Finn Balor. But yeah, everybody seems to be coming out and tweeting and stuff like that. I mean, Hulk Hogan's been tweeting, Edge has been tweeting, Austin's been tweeting, Triple H has come out today and said comments as well. People were talking. Paul Heyman sent out a great tweet about Finn Balor. So everybody, this NXT is booming. And I did hear some news today regarding their show coming up on the 7th of March. It's been sold out, which is a good thing. So NXT on the road. People are still saying this as well and sending us in messages. Should the title be defended at WrestleMania? I think it should be. We did talk about it on yesterday's podcast. But yes, NXT is the word, is the thing going on the street. As the saying goes, on the street is the word on the street right now. NXT is the thing that everybody keeps talking about. And people are even saying to myself on my own personal Twitter account as well, that NXT is actually better than TNA. Is it true? I think it is. But obviously, this is what we're here to listen to you, the fans of Outside the Ropes. But regarding, let's stay on the subject of NXT. Last night's TV tapings, they've done a few episodes of tapings last night. I don't want to give most of the results away because I don't want to spoil it for you. But we all know Sami Zayn, as I did say yesterday, is on his way to Abu Dhabi, so he will not be on NXT for the next 2 or 3 weeks. But yeah, Sami Zayn will not be on the tapings. Sorry, I do apologise. But they've done some tapings for episodes airing on the 18th of February, also the 25th, the 4th of March, and the 11th of March as well. So, but big news coming out of those tapings last night. We had returns. Now, I did say about one particular guy on yesterday's podcast. He done a dark match at the tapings, but he's now, well, they say this match is going to air. He fought Fergal Devitt or Finn Balor. Brian Kendrick was the first one to appear on the tapings, and also last night at the tapings as well, we had the return. Now, I was quite surprised to wake up this morning to this news that Rhino, of all people, yes, that's right, Rhino, appeared at NXT last night. I was quite surprised to see that when I woke up this morning and got a tweet from one of our guys in the studio saying that Rhino was on NXT last night. It was kind of like, you see, for serious? Rhino? What's going on? But news coming out of those two guys as well. Now, all we know at the moment is that they have not signed any permanent deal with WWE. But all we know is that they're helping out with NXT, which is kind of good to see. Everybody remembers Brian Kendrick from back in his run in WWE as Spanky. I know you're going to laugh, all these newer fans will still laugh when they say that name to them. He was also tag team partners with Paul London. He also done the gimmick, the Brian Kendrick. And everybody remembers Rhino from ECW, WWF, WCW, ECW. You know, everybody remembers him, TNA, etc. But it's good. Obviously, I'm looking forward to seeing those tapings on the network. So those guys were at those tapings last night. So, but I don't want to give out the results as I say, because I don't want to spoil it for you. But from what I'm reading through the results today, there, I mean, the shows look quite good. So I'm looking forward to seeing NXT in the next few weeks. Also on the show, now we have been talking about this guy on the show, myself and Tony, for the last few weeks. Alex Riley had a match, and he was involved in a couple of segments as well on NXT. And apparently, well, for what we're reading here, he got very emotional. He actually sent out a tweet as well. We did put a copy of the tweet up on our website, outsidetheropesradio.com, where he says, the 12th of February will be remembered forever as many reasons. You bear witness to the supernatural, never forget, never surrender. #Riley walks. There was a lot of talk about whether Alex Riley was going to come back to the ring or Alex Riley was going to be leaving the company, but obviously clearly now everybody's seen it now that he has appeared. He's back. He's down at NXT now wrestling, so obviously wish Alex Riley all the best for upcoming shows and obviously his career moving forward in WWE. But yeah, I mean, NXT, we'll close to talk about NXT here for the moment. It's still booming. I mean, I'm sure Triple H is extremely proud of what he's doing down there, so long may it continue, because I love watching NXT. It's great. But anyway, moving on to other news today, guys. We did mention the other day at the start of the week there, regarding Tommy Dreamer, RVD and Kevin Nash filming movies. RVD has wrapped up his recording of his movie, which is called, I think it's Three-Headed Shark Attack, Three-Headed Shark Attack, as far as I've been reading it's called. I'll put the information up on our website, outsidetheropesradio.com. Show a couple of photographs as well of him hanging out at the movie set. The full story is up on our website, so if you want to go there and have a wee read of that there and see the pictures of RVD on set at his recent movie. People keep asking us as well, is he going to come back to WWE? RVD is not going to work a full-time schedule anymore, guys, because he's at that age now where he doesn't want to work a full-time schedule, but I would like to see him popping in every so often for a couple of matches, which would be great to see. Ric Flair apparently was on. I know we're going back here to NXT. I know let's say we're going to wrap it up there, but Ric Flair appeared at the NXT tapings as well, and done a couple of things for the fans as well. So Ric Flair news as well there for you guys. CM Punk keeps popping up in the news today as well. He's doing this teaser online at the moment where he's going to be doing an interview today, where he's going to be talking about his transition from WWE. He's getting a lot of heat at the moment, saying, who's he going to fight? Is it going to be a title match, etc., etc. But CM Punk, he will be probably in the news in the next 24 hours, so stay tuned to that as well. SmackDown last night, guys. Did you check out SmackDown? I still haven't watched it. I know the results. I watched a couple of the clips on YouTube there this evening. SmackDown, guys, you've been coming in with your tweets and stuff like that. Where can I start? We've had a face turn. Yeah. I know you probably know who it is, but I'm going to tell you if you don't know who it is now. No surprise. The Big Show. Well, when I say face turn, he turned on Kane, so obviously it's going to be a face turn. Now, how many times has he turned face and heel over his career? I'm going to have to actually ask Catherine and see if she can actually figure it out for me and go on Google or try and get some stats of how many times he's changed. Good guy, bad guy, face, whatever. She's looking at me here through the window and she's shrugging her shoulders at me here. I don't know. I think we've lost count after about 10. But the Big Show. Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns has made to run the gauntlet this week on SmackDown. But overall, I don't think SmackDown was as entertaining as NXT on Wednesday. I know we'll keep talking about NXT, guys, but SmackDown was an okay show. They're going to have to deliver this coming Monday night because it's the last show before the pay-per-view. next Sunday. So, I don't know. I want to bring up as well, WWE done a wee thing on the network the other day. It's all about like love relationships and stuff like that. I know we're only a day away from Valentine's Day. Obviously we'll be tweeting on tomorrow, Valentine's Day, and asking you for your favourite love wrestling stories. But if you checked out the wee thing on the network regarding the love stories in WWE and WWF, whatever it's been, I watched it with the only reason why I actually watched it because Renee Young was in it. And that's the truth. Not only kidding. I watched it because there was nothing else to watch that day, but it wasn't really that great, to be honest with you guys. But you know, some good memories in there as well. You know, from like different stuff, like for example, Kane, well, the Tombstone, the Priest. Okay, but if you haven't checked it out in the network, you can certainly check it out on there as well. But Valentine's Day, what's your favourite romantic moment in wrestling? Whether it be TNA, WWE, WWF, ECW, WCW, whatever it's been. Let us hear your favourite Valentine's moment. Now, we did put everything up on our website yesterday. Been told to bring this up today. We were talking about it yesterday, I know, but we were told to bring it up today again. Because a lot of you have been in touch on Twitter and email as well regarding this. We did ask you to go onto our website to place your vote on our poll about The Undertaker, should he return to WrestleMania this year. A lot of you are actually saying no, which is quite surprising. But yeah, there you go. A lot of you don't think The Undertaker should come back this year at WrestleMania. I was quite surprised, guys, but I did ask you yesterday to get in touch with us in the studio, and a lot of you did do that. And a lot of you have come back and said no. Very interesting. I would like maybe to see him appear. Not wrestle though, but maybe appear. A lot of he's been saying, like, you know, he doesn't have a streak anymore. There's no point for him to be there anymore. But I don't know, guys. Interesting. A lot of the response I got from a lot of you there. Moving away, guys, from WWE completely and any other stuff linked to WWE. TNA are doing a lot of TV tapings tonight. So they are. They're doing a very lot of TV tapings tonight. They will be taping Global Impact and Hardcore Justice One Night Only pay-per-views tonight from Universal Studios. We will obviously get you the results tomorrow up on our website, outtotheropesradio.com. We'll keep a wee eye on that as well over the next 24 hours. Obviously, we can't bring them to you tomorrow on the air because we're not on the air tomorrow, but there's some matches going on tonight, and obviously, you know, they'll be taping those two shows today, and we'll be keeping an eye on and bringing you the results on our website as well. Some interesting matches on the card, but I don't want to spoil it for you guys because a lot of people don't like spoilers. So I know we do post them, but we don't like to read them out on the podcast. But anyway, I know I've been rambling on quite a bit here tonight because the wrestling has been very quiet over the last 24 hours, which has been a lot surprising. But it's now we want to head on now to the segment of the week that we all love. Now I know we used to do this once a week when we used to do it every Wednesday, but we're going to do it now and leave it till a Friday and let the week pass by, and then we'll pick obviously a winner of this award. Now, if you haven't heard of this award before, it's now called it was on a weekly segment, but it's now at the end of each week. I know I'm rambling and talking nonsense to you here, but it's now time for the segment that we all love here in the studio. I know Tony's not here to say it today because he loves it so much, but he's not here to announce it this week. But it's now time for the Outside the Ropes Jackass of the Week Award. Yep, that's right. It's a donkey. We've heard from you. Well, in the last 24 hours, we've had quite a few years on Twitter giving your suggestions, or email as well. outsidetheropesradio@yahoo.com is email. A lot of these have made a lot of suggestions. But since yesterday's SmackDown show, this guy has won it by a landslide. That's right, he's won it by a landslide. You all know who it's going to be. So anyway, the Outside the Ropes Jackass of the Week for this week is, can I get a drum roll, please? Thank you, Catherine. I hope you're feeling better, by the way. I have mentioned at the start of the week you weren't feeling very well. Hope you're feeling well. So, the Outside the Ropes Jackass of the Week for this week, we all know who it's going to be. It's the one and only, and Kat's looking through the window here at me saying it's Tony. It's not Tony.
It should be Tony.
Sorry?
It should be Tony.
It's not Tony. I know you two don't get on, but anyway. Outside the Ropes Jackass of the Week for this week is WWE Superstar The Big Show. And you all know the reason why he's Jackass Week again, because he's turned more times face and heel than... I can't even think of a comparison compared to The Big Show, but there you go. Yeah, The Big Show. Wonderful. The Big Show. I guarantee you now before the end of the year he'll probably turn bad again. But anyway, there you go. Alright, so the roast Jackass of the Week for this week is the one and only WWE Superstar, The Big Show. Okay. We're all laughing, I know. Oh, I don't know. But anyway, guys, that's going to bring us to the end. I do apologise for having got very many stories to bring to you today because of the... It's been a very quiet Friday today, which I'm very surprised. But there you go. There you have it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you once again for downloading the show throughout all of the week. Our numbers on iTunes have actually been very, very good for a weekly segment. I know we always get really good numbers on iTunes because we used to do it one day a week. But we've tried to expand every day, and the downloads on iTunes have been actually very good. YouTube still hasn't kicked off properly yet, but we're hoping it kicks off very soon. Hits to our website. I got handed some statistics today there by our production team, and our statistics hits on our website has been brilliant. Thank you so much for all your hits and going along and visiting the website, which is outsidetheropesradio.com. I just want to give a couple more shout out before we go. First of all, to our friends at wrestling.ie, want to give them a wee shout out as well. Our friends at Pro Wrestling Ulster, British Wrestling Radio, want to give a wee shout out to those guys too. Celtic Championship Wrestling, Fight Factory Pro Wrestling, Mainstage Wrestling, Over the Top Wrestling, I want to give a shout out to as well. I also want to give a shout out to our friends once again at Wrestling's Past. So there you go. But guys, that's it for the week. That's just finished now until Monday. So any breaking news and stories over the weekend, you'll find all the information on our website as always, and we'll be tweeting out all the latest news and scoops as well. I hope you have a great Valentine's Day tomorrow, whatever you are up to. We'll put everything up on our website. What is your favourite romantic storyline or moment in wrestling? Because it is Valentine's Day. Obviously, we want to hear what you're up to as well. I know, obviously, you'll be taking all your partners out, whether it be your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever, or your husband or your wife, and you'll be doing all the romantic things. Me, myself, personally, I'll be having a quiet one. So, I don't know what Catherine's going to be doing, but I'll be having a quiet one. Tony, I know, as far as I'm aware, Tony's going to be, I don't know what he's going to be doing. I think he's going to go to some one of them dating things that you go to, you know, them stupid things where you sit at a table and...
Handy fish.
Or he's on a dating site. Yeah, Catherine, that's right. But, yeah, I don't know what he's doing for Valentine's Day. I haven't got a clue. I don't really care, to be honest. But hope you all have a great Valentine's Day and a great weekend as well, guys. So, any latest breaking news, you know where to find us, outsidetheropesradio.com. So, for Matthew in the studio... I'm finally getting the day off tomorrow, thank God. Until Monday, have a great weekend, guys, and we shall see you all on Monday.